Oh, snaps looking like we live.
Oh, yo, what up? What up? What up? What up, people?
Back in the building. You know what it is with these fly slippers.
Yeah, yeah. Austin.
And it's your boy Mike.
Yep. What you sipping on, good sir?
Hey, man, first things first. You already know what it is. For me, living in Salisbury, uh, got a returning champion, and I got to give another shout out to Noda for doing this one for Salisbury. But those that don't know, Salisbury invented the soda Cheerwine. We got the Noda Cheerwine Ale right here. Um, Decent sipper here. And no, it's not what y'all think. It's not like syrupy sweet. It's not like it fully tastes like the soda Cheerwine. It is actually more like a very chill ale, and then you definitely get Cheerwine notes here and there as you sip, but it's more beer. It's not anything super syrupy. So very good sipper. Y'all definitely check it out from Noda. Again, the Noda Cheerwine Ale. I don't talk too much about what I'm sipping on, man. What you over there sipping on?
Tequila and cheerwine, actually.
Speaking of Cheerwine. It's a
Yep.
Salisbury day, huh?
Woo, bad combination. Terrible combination. Why do I keep doing this? Anyway, yeah, us real quick. Let's talk about some soccer stuff, man. Champions League is a wrap for round of 16.
Mm.
Um, ooh, buddy. Let's see who goes through. Um, Aston Villa is through. Um, am I tripping? I'm tripping. Sure am. Sure am I? No, I'm not. Anyway, yes, I was tripping. Barcelona goes through. They beat Benfica 4-1. Inter go through. They beat Feyenoord 4-1. So this is all aggregate. Liverpool and PSG was wild because the first game PSG had 29 goals and no 29 shots with no goals, and Liverpool had one shot, one goal. Yeah, PSG. Okay, so Liverpool played back at home. PSG scored one goal, so it was 1-1 at the end of regulation, and it went to PKs. No, they did extra time, and then it went to PKs, and PSG go through. So PSG goes on to the next round. Bayern beat Leverkusen 0-5 in aggregate. Dortmund beat Lille 2-3 in aggregate. Aston Villa moves forward 6-1.
Jesus.
Arsenal moves forward total score aggregate 9-3. And then Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. That's wild. Um, Real Madrid go through to the next round. So to think about Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and Barcelona as basketball terms, right? And that'll be a good
Mhm.
segue. You got your LA and Boston, right?
Mhm.
Rivals. Atletico Madrid, Barcelona.
Mhm.
The Knicks, biggest rival, is Boston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like yeah, you rival, but I mean, all right, Knicks like, oh man, y'all. No, is it Knicks and Philly? You know what? Better example. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Duke and Carolina.
Mhm.
Atletico Madrid, they are rivals of they're in the same city as Real Madrid, but they're not. So think about Duke, Carolina, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid against NC State.
Mm.
Yeah, they're there. They think that they're rivals, but Duke and Carolina, they're like, no, that's my rival.
Right.
Okay, since you're across the city, all right, I guess so. So yeah, so that's it
Gotcha.
for that one. And oh, they already got the teams up. Ooh, Bayern against
Uh-oh.
Inter. Arsenal against Real Madrid. Ooh, that's I don't know, maybe. Then we got Barcelona versus Dortmund and PSG against Aston Villa. Those will start on April 8th. I will be downtown April 8th. The second leg is April 15th. I will be downtown April 15th. Hmm. So if y'all trying to watch the game with me, I'll be at Hooligans.
There it is.
Yep. On the basketball, man, what's
Might
popping
have,
with the
I
NBA?
might have to slide down there and catch a couple with you.
Hey, man,
Uh,
I work the office I usually work in is 2 blocks away.
Fair enough. Yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, basketball. Do you want to touch any on college real quick, or do you want to go NBA?
We can. Anything stick out so far with the tournaments? Because this conference, this March Madness time.
Oh, I did not see who won the SoCon tournament, but I did see the championship was between Wofford and Furman. Both of those teams look like they can be a little bit sneaky when it comes bracket time. Let me go back and see who did win. Whoop, let's see, double A in. Oh, Wofford did win. Okay. Um, of what I did see of that game, by the way, um, it definitely reminded me of this is definitely not high quality
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
basketball. It's just entertaining
One,
basketball.
one
'Cause-
second. I was trying to find this picture and I found it.
ah,
This is Real Madrid's top goal. I mean, top defender. Yeah. Yeah. They may win that shit again. Crazy. All right, go ahead.
it reminded me that it definitely, like you said a couple episodes ago, was not quality basketball. It's just very entertaining basketball.
Hmm.
Because Wofford had at one point a 16-point lead, and
You
at
know what?
halftime,
That would have
Furman
been better.
was leading the game. So how you give up a 16-point lead with like in just minutes? So, but Wofford did pull out the victory. Like I said, both of those teams they could be sneaky good, and um, get as the term March Madness comes, they can give you a couple upsets in that
Hmm.
bracket. Um, Louisville is back, so good luck. Y'all don't sleep on Louisville. Don't sleep on a handful of ACC teams this year. And Big 12 is down. So for those that have bracketology, I guess you could say, use use those use those little nuggets to your discretion after these conference tournaments wrap up and the actual bracket is made. Wait, this coming Sunday, Selection Sunday, right?
Yep.
So y'all use y'all's best judgment because again, ACC has some sneaky good teams. We've seen how good Duke has been. Like I said, Louisville's back. Um, Clemson will
Carolina's.
probably be a good bubble team, and Big 12 is down because the the major head of the Big 12 is Kansas, and we definitely saw them get beat by BYU by almost 40. So,
Uh-huh.
also SEC is up. So I believe they got two teams in the top five for the rankings. Yeah, Auburn and Alabama. Auburn's one and Alabama's four. Also, Rick Pitino is back. He's got St. John's ranked as well, ranked in the top 10. So we'll see how some of these conference tournaments play out and such, and see how the bracket gets lined up. But y'all take that knowledge as y'all may. It'll be another interesting March Madness year. That's what I
Yeah,
got on.
I may be at the 7 o'clock games tomorrow.
Mm. Oh yeah, the ACC tournament is in town.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
was
right.
working downtown Thursday and I was like, that's a Syracuse bus right by me. Hmm.
Yeah, for Did you have any other things for college? Before we move on to NBA.
No, not really. Um,
For the
hmm.
NBA tip, um, one, this might be the beginning of the end for my boys, the Dallas Mavericks. This might be the beginning of the end.
Oh yeah, you think like total rebuild now?
Well, I mean, at least for this season, there are gonna have to be some points that we do have to start thinking about doing
Are
some
y'all just missing
backfilling
the
and
wing
rebuilding.
now?
Not really. I mean, I guess currently with like our dilapidated state. I mean, did you hear a couple nights ago we only had a 7-man rotation?
Oh, that was the Mavericks?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know whose team it was. I was like, dang, that's crazy. What's the Hornets
Our
doing?
kind of like our dilapidated state, and for some reason where our like basically where our cap room is and such, we actually can't even sign an extra player to like a 10-day contract just to help fill some space. Um, but we who should be playing wings, we're having to play them as the big men.
Mm.
We have one 7-footer available.
I'm still kind of late. Um, you see that price over here?
Hmm.
Where do you think this is?
The Spectrum Center.
Yeah. What game do you think this is?
Looking at the price, Hornets and Wizards.
Yeah, you would think so. Man, this is tomorrow night, 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock game. So if you're trying to see some ACC basketball cheap, tomorrow night you get the 7 o'clock game and you get the 9:30 game. 2 tickets, 738 at the top of the stadium, but it's
You be
738
there,
to get in. All you do is get in because think about it. If there's no North Carolina teams, it's not gonna be packed.
right?
So yeah.
That's wild.
You heard it here first, people. I'm gonna
You
keep this
said
up.
you would think
Yeah, you would think it was the Hornets. No.
college
uh
basketball on the in a conference tournament,
yes.
and you can
Uh,
get in there for less than $10. That is wild.
Now 12 o'clock because you're gonna get Carolina playing in that one. What? That's $17 for those games?
Mm.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Also mine. Yeah, that's a very, very steep price. But go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I was
Go ahead.
saying, as far as this season goes, this is going to definitely be a decline, especially with Kyrie hurt.
Hmm.
Both Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively, they're out, and our other big man is I always forget his name. It's Moses something. With him out, like basically our only actual big man is Dwight Powell. Like we basically have to use a mix of PJ Washington and or Dante Exum as the four when they're definitely not fours.
Yeah, they're definitely no.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Dog,
going to be
there's
in bad
no
state.
Exum who is bigger than the two, maybe a three. Not Nick,
Yeah,
not Nate
and we're so
Exum, not
banged
Nick
up
Van
that he's the
Exel.
four.
Yeah.
So uh, I feel like throughout the rest of this season, the Suns are going to run us down, and the Suns will become the new 10 seed for the play in, and we will get knocked out.
Speaking of the Suns, oh, my bad, go
I was going to say, I was like, be that as it may, I don't
ahead.
think anything of that matters because, or I don't think the play in is going to matter for the West, I should say, because, boy, have you seen the way some of the top teams in the West have been balling?
Yep. Warriors retooled when they got Butler. They're like a totally different team.
Hmm. Uh,
And things
Nikola
like Butler don't got
Jokic,
to do Butler things.
He doesn't have to play hero ball.
Mm-mm. Ooh.
Nikola Jokic, first player in NBA history with a 30-20-20 in a single game. Um, what was crazy about that was that the other 20 was assists. So
Yes. 31. Yes. 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 Yeah. Yes. He had 20. Yeah. 20. Yeah. He had 31 points. I was like, "Wait, that sounds familiar. Wait, where did I see that? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
25
man.
rebounds and 21 assists.
Yeah, man. Do people actually watch him play?
Why he look like he
We
always just
watch him
want to go to
play.
bed?
Oh no, go ahead.
I was going to say why he always looked like he just want to go to bed.
Like
Like,
he's like he want to go back home every single time, yo. And it's crazy because like my homeboy was like, "Yo, man, this is a guy who look like he don't even want to play basketball,
right.
just dominating, man." But I was like, I don't think people actually watch him because you're thinking like, how, I didn't see him score. Oh no, he scored and got a rebound and made a cross court assist and did this. Hmm
Hmm.
I
Just because
remember
it
I
ain't
was,
flashy don't mean he ain't doing
yep, and he don't move.
it.
I remember I was at the game with my mom. And he was like, "Oh, he's like he just out there. Like look at his stats. When did he get 30 points? It's the third quarter.
Hmm. Uh, we've all seen how good the Timberwolves have been as of recent. But the other reason I said I don't know if a lot of the playing is going to matter. Have you seen the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Yes, I have. And I
And I
also have
remember us
seen the
touching
Cleveland
on this a
Cavaliers.
couple of, uh, correct. I remember us touching on
Hmm
them a couple of episodes ago as well as a couple of years ago. Um, they are 12 games ahead of second place in the West.
I didn't know there were 12, but I know there are pretty,
Uh,
pretty big.
which for y'all that are Lakers fans, yes, y'all had a very great past like 2 or 3 weeks of basketball, and yes, y'all are looking good with Luca. Cool, we get that. We get that now with the retooling of working Luca and LeBron and whatever they can do floor general wise. Essentially, y'all just need to play defense, be efficient. Y'all look like a threat
Mhm.
until you think about the Thunder. Uh, have you seen the stat line for the Thunder?
I have not.
Uh, just on one side of the ball, defensive slash hustle categories. The Oklahoma City Thunder are number one. They are number one in defensive efficiency, field goal percentage allowed, 3-point field goal percentage allowed, deflections per game, charges drawn per game, steals per game, turnovers per game, and points off of turnovers per game. That's just on one side of the ball. They are number one in all of those categories. Five, six, seven, eight. Eight different categories. That's what y'all are going to have to be up against and play a 7-game series with them having the home court advantage at some point in the Western Conference playoffs. That's a pinky up, and I get to take a sip on that. Good luck. Um, Earlier this week, I did see uh, what is it? What? I forgot the show. I forgot the shows. The one that's got Stephen A. Smith and Molly Karam and all of them.
Uh-huh.
It's an early morning ESPN show, but I did see a show. Their guest was Shannon Sharp, and Shannon Sharp is a Lakers fan. He
Is
tried
he
up.
or is he more for like a Bron fan? I can't
He
tell.
might be a LeBron. Might be more of a LeBron fan, but he tried defending the Lakers so much, and I'm going to say, and I quote, definitely quote Stephen A. Smith on this. as good as many teams in the West, many of the top teams in the West are looking, the Thunder have that kind of a stat line just on the defensive side. Didn't even touch on the offensive side yet. And they also have a player named Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Who the Hornets drafted.
Just in his past 5 games, he's averaged 41.
You know what's crazy about
Averaged
SGA though?
41.
SGA got some of that fraud in him.
Hmm.
Like you see him play too, where it's like
Hmm.
if you get close to him, his head snaps back, and I'm like, he be out here scamming, yo. So Anthony Edwards brought that up to the ref. He said, "Nah, man, don't be doing that shit, man. Fraud, yo." And
Right.
that's when the Timberwolves came back. Did you get
And
close to him? He draws a lot of fast. It kind of reminds me of Harden and Trey Young when they used to do that crazy stuff where they used to jump in the air and basically put the ball and hit people's arms with it before shooting it. And I'm like, that's kind of scamish. And then they had that rule where it's like if it's not a NBA shot or like NBA motion or like a shooting motion, they're not going to call it.
gotcha.
But watch. Yeah, when next time anybody watches Shea, if you lightly touch him, and they'll call it.
Right.
Wimby on that fraud stuff too. Watch him too, man. He be throwing himself to the floor. All 7, 6 of them or whatever, looking like Stickly hitting the floor. Like, nah, man.
Not stickly.
Yeah, we old. Yeah.
But, to finish the quote from Stephen A. Smith, he was like, "Yeah, he's averaged 40 in his past 5 games. Well, at that time, 4 games. He's averaged 40 in his past 5 games, and you have to play a 7 game series against this team. Nope. The Thunder have a dude nicknamed SGA that will make your team play PGA because you're going golfing after they eliminate you. Thunder in 5."
Going fishing.
How crazy will it be? How crazy will it be to think that the finals will be the Cavaliers and Thunder?
I would love it. I think a lot of your casual fans would hate it because I don't know these people. I'm like,
Hmm.
fam, you have two teams that are in the we could win 70 games. You know how
Category,
rare that
correct?
is? Like that's crazy. Two teams? It's hard for one team to do it. And like a lot, and like the media wouldn't know how to talk about it, especially ESPN,
Hmm.
because all they talk about is what the Lakers. My bad. LeBron, Luca. Like he's on the Lakers, so LeBron again.
Hmm.
They try to fit in Boston, but they refuse to say that they play stupid.
Hmm.
LeBron again. They don't. That's it. And so it's like, all right, well, what are we gonna talk about with the Cavaliers? Meanwhile, on NBA on TNT, the inside the NBA stuff, whatever, they break down all this stuff. So
As
I
much
think
as
basketball heads
much
would
as
love it.
as much as other medias love to talk about, like you said, LeBron slash Luca and the Lakers as an organization and the Celtics and all of that, neither
Oh
one of
my
those
gosh.
teams are top in their conference.
And the Knicks. Why? Why? It's probably because they're New York, but
Yeah,
they aren't that like they're good, but they ain't Cleveland. Hunter comes
Cleveland.
off the bench for Cleveland, yo, giving you double figures off the bench daily.
Ty Jerome comes off the bench, great defender. You get to hold your lead when your starters get some rest. The starters come back and they basically coming back in with still like a 10 to 15 point lead.
Not to mention the starters are Garland, Mitchell, Mobley, Allen. Yep. Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
Casual fans are like, who? I I know Mitchell, that's Spider. Like, man, get to know the other people, yo.
Test Jared Allen if you want to.
Mhm. Oh,
You
also
shot.
too, Allen and Mobley got worked by Nurkic. Just to put that out
Mm.
there. One thing you can't teach is strength, and he had a lot of strength,
A
a whole lot of strength.
whole lot of strongest.
Mm-hmm. Be very stuffy.
But yeah, I wanted to throw all of that out there. As the season wraps up, like I said, whoever makes it in the West, good luck because there's a mighty team called the Oklahoma City Thunder that are coming for you. Like I said, 8 different categories. Not only do they rank high, and they were number one in all of those categories. Good luck. Good luck. But yeah, like I said, that's all I had for NBA thus far.
Hmm. All right. I don't think I have anything else for the NBA.
So should we hop on this crazy train of NFL free agency thus far?
That's what I'm thinking. Um,
This has been a ride for those of y'all that keep up with
yeah,
NFL.
let me go ahead.
And yeah, a lot of the moves became official. I believe what was it, either yesterday or today?
Mm-hmm.
Because technically the
Oh, my
season
bad. That's
started.
what I was gonna tell you, man. Speaking of the NBA, Boston is playing OKC right now.
Mhm.
It's 22-22.
Oh, so
Tied up.
I might have to check that out
Oh,
after this
oh,
podcast.
oh, 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 okay. Before I get to football, I was trying to remember how we say certain people play stupid.
Hmm.
So Jason Tatum has only shot threes today. He is 1 for 4. If you don't take your ass to the paint, bro, you can get to the paint easy.
Yeah,
He's so frustrating to watch, man. As I said before, my 5 most disliked players: Carl Anthony Towns. Oh, who was my second one? Oh, PJ Washington.
I
Carl
was about
Anthony
to say I
Towns is
remember PJ
3.
Washington was in there.
Yep, it's PJ. Yeah, it was like Carl, Cat, PJ, Cat, Tatum, Cat.
The fact that Carl Anthony Towns was 3 of them, that's funny.
I wish I had more hands.
Um,
Yeah, but yes, free agent moves.
I don't know how many you want to discuss, but before we kick it off, I'll say I think thus far the immediate losers are the Bengals and the Colts.
Mm, think so. I think the Bengals got bigger problems.
The Bengals have a lot of problems. Money,
Ooh, ooh,
money being one of them, but it automatically makes them a loser because they don't have the money to
and they have the
make
cheapest owner.
it. Uh,
You want to
for
go
the
team through
Colts,
team?
yeah, we can. I was saying for
I'd
the
like to.
Colts, while I was calling them a loser, the only major move I've seen them do was go after Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can get to that one.
Yeah.
Let's see, Cardinals. Let's see, the biggest that they retain. Um, Baron Browning, 2 years, 15 million. He's a outside linebacker. They
Mhm.
kept Zay Jones 1 year for 1 year for 4 million, so nothing really changed here. But the big thing that they did get, right? Uh, Josh Sweat, 4 years, 76 million, edge
Hmm.
rusher. I think that was big for them.
Yeah.
Um, anything about the Falcons? I mean the Cardinals?
The Josh Sweat one was the one that stuck out to me.
Mhm.
Um, gonna be a big help, especially in a division that overall they took a big shift. It definitely makes them look a little bit better, a little bit beefier. Uh, I honestly think it gives them a threat kinda to win the division until we get to the Rams, but we'll get there later. But overall, even still, good move. Good move.
Falcons, they retained left tackle Jake Matthews, protect your quarterback, fam. 2 years, $45 million suspension.
Hmm.
I think the biggest thing is they got Leonard Floyd, 1 year, 10 million, edge rusher.
Hmm.
Uh, Divine Diablo, 2 years, 14 million, linebacker. I mean,
The
oh my
looming.
bad. I'm sorry. They retained Mike Hughes, 3 years, 18 million, corner.
I'll, I'll go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off because the looming elephant in the room is what they're gonna do with Kirk Cousins.
Man, I think they were trying to shop him. I think they were trying to shop him, yo.
Hmm.
And I believe that a lot of teams were sitting there like, yo, we'll take him if you pay some of this.
It's gonna be in a weird spot because you can
Yeah.
definitely tell they're looking towards a future with Michael Penix
You know
instead
what?
of Kirk Cousins.
Maybe they just keep him. Maybe they just keep him as like a backup. A
Hmm.
overpaid backup.
Right.
Let's go on to the Ravens, Baltimore. Ronnie Staley, they retained him 3 years, 60 million left tackle. Protect your quarterback.
Hmm.
And they signed DeAndre Hopkins 1 year, 6 million, which is I think that's what we kind of talked about before. They just need like a wide receiver, not a
Yeah.
yak guy. Just hey, all right, he's out there somewhere, and I trust him. So
You see
mhm.
you see the tweet from DeAndre Hopkins?
Mm-mm.
He had posted a photo that he was asking about years ago. He was like, "What do y'all think this trio would score?" And it was a photo of him, Derrick Henry, and Lamar Jackson all together.
Wow.
And now here we are. And I think he sent that photo like 6 years ago or something like that. And now here we are with the trio of Lamar, Derrick Henry, and D Hop.
Going to the Buffalo Bills. They had a lot of moves. But let's get to the big ones. Josh Allen, 6 years, 330 million. I think it's 250 guaranteed.
Hmm. I think
If
that
he,
now makes him what, highest paid.
yeah, but as you know, salary cap is going to go up soon, and in 2 to 3 years, it's going to be a steal.
Mm.
Let's see. Khalil Shakir, 4 years, 60 million. They retain him. Do you think he's like the next Cooper Cup?
I think he can work to be.
Yeah.
Um, or maybe he is, and his quarterback just likes giving the ball up. So there's that too.
Hmm. All right. They did pick up Josh Palmer. I believe he came from the Chargers. 3 years, 36 mil.
And Bosa too, right?
Yep. Bosa, 1 year, 12.6. Yep. Because we did say edge rusher because of um Von Miller's getting old. So
Right.
hmm, look at us predicting stuff already.
Then
Anything
we
else?
what? Mac Hollins.
Hmm?
Well, there's whenever we get to the team that Mac Hollins signed with,
Oh
but
man, I hope he signed with some shoes.
but the one the one slightly sad part is that it's going to put even more pressure on Josh Allen to win.
He
And
won't.
getting that much money and Buffalo still ends up in the same spot that they are currently. I don't
I'm gonna
think that's
start
gonna
calling
cut
him
it.
Josh Kelly. Nah, Josh Kelly made it four. No, Jim Kelly made it 4 times.
Hmm.
Uh, Carolina Panthers, my squad retained J.C. Horn, 4 years, 100 million. First, I was like, man, that's a lot of money. But then again, it's gonna be a steal later, and he's one of the best corners in the league
Hmm.
when healthy. Corner Mike Jackson. Yo, he balled out this year.
Hmm.
because we didn't. It was J.C. Horn and dudes, and I was like, Mike Jackson solid, 2 years, 14.5 million. I'm pretty sure that's like incentive heavy. Dalton's coming back. Our center, Austin Corbett, our backup center, he'll be here. Offensive lineman Brady Christensen, who can play anywhere on the line, which I'm pretty sure that's why we kept him. Like, yo, if left tackle go down, left tackle, guard, guard. And he also can play center. So, but we did sign Trashawn Wharton, 3 years, 54 million. Travion Mooring, 3 years, 51 million. A safety, I think he got him from the Raiders. Then the edge rusher Patrick Jones, the second, 2 years, 20 million. So I do think that those three that I just said, the defensive tackle, safety, edge, it kind of makes us be like, you know what? We don't have to reach for those in the first round.
Hmm.
We can get a linebacker, wide receiver, but
Hmm.
Any thoughts on that one?
Uh, Also necessary rebuild for Carolina, and definitely helps make your draft a little bit easier. Like you get to
Yeah,
laser focus your draft a little bit easier.
there's no reaching. Chicago Bears, they traded Jonah Jackson and from the Rams and got uh Joe Thuney from the Chiefs. Both of them are offensive linemen, which is
So no more seeing
Caleb
uh
running for his life.
yeah, QB Zesty running around for his life.
My man's white Chicago Bears shirt was green by the fourth quarter, yo. They retain basically focus on defense, but Josh Blackwell, 2 years, the corner. They did now. Here's the thing that I did not realize. I'm messing with this dude on edge rusher Dayo Debo, 3 years, 48 million. And they
Mm.
got Grady Jarrett, 3 years, 43 and a half. So, and they also signed a new corner, not no corner, a center too.
Mm.
Drew Dalman, 3 years, 42 million. So it looks like offensive line, it, it's all trenches.
Yeah.
Get to the quarterback, protect the quarterback. Any thoughts on the Bears?
No, I'm straight.
Oh, snap. I know they got a backup tight end, Robert Tonyan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did see that movie.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Oh man. Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh boy.
What? I'm sorry. Huh? 3 years, $25.5 million for Mike Gesicki? He gotta be a locker
And
room
then
dude.
allowing Trey Hendrickson to look for any offer.
They franchise tag T Higgins. Good luck on that one. Because you got because at the end of that tag, are you gonna find a long-term deal? If you do, what are you gonna do with Chase? Because you gotta pay Chase. You gotta pay Chase, yo.
Hmm.
You gotta pay Jamar Chase. If you don't pay Jamar Chase, I'll look. What you want for him? You want the mascot? What? You want to say pound and we say keep? What do y'all want?
Right.
So yeah, man, you gotta pay T Higgins, yo. You gotta pay Chase. So hopefully they figure it out. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think I don't know. I think T Higgins is good. I don't think he's as good as standalone. Oh, he is, but I think I like Godwin better,
Yeah.
but Godwin ain't going nowhere, and we'll get to him later on. Defensive lineman BJ Hill got 3 years, 33 million, and they signed defensive tackle and Slayton, 2 years, 51 million, and Samaje Perine, 2 years, 3.8 million. So he may not be on the team when the season starts. What do you think
Right.
about the Bengals?
Uh, their cap room problems are, I think, is going to come back to bite them in the butt here,
Hmm.
and including what you just said about Piron. It's like the problems are going to keep stacking up. It's like someone trying to repair a leaky dam with duct tape, but then there keeps being cracks here and there. Good
I don't
luck,
think.
Bengals fans. Hey, your offense isn't the problem, but
Mm, I don't think they ever fix it. Ooh, the Browns. Did you know they traded for Kenny Pickett?
yes.
Okay, I did not know. Okay, all right, cool. They traded for Kenny Pickett. Looks like he's gonna be the starter next year. They retained
Yes,
Miles Garrett, which that was funny. Miles Garrett, man, he said, "Man, nah, man, I'm trying to win, bro. Man, I ain't doing this. Yo, here go $160 million. All right, yep, I want to win here. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
4 years, 160 million.
Which now makes him the highest paid non-quarterback player.
History. As he
Uh,
should. That dude, there's only one of him. There's only
mhm.
one of Miles Garrett per generation. So
Correct.
yeah, if he says, "Hey, yo, I'm out," nah, no, no, you not.
It definitely sparked a reaction from Micah Parsons, but I'll touch on that when we get to the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, because he ain't Miles Garrett, and I don't even think he Max Crosby. But yeah, we'll talk about it. But there's always a cowboy tax. There's always a Cowboys tax, yo. Cornelius Lucas, offensive tackle, 2 years, 10 million. So yeah, defensive tackle Malik Collins, 2 years, 20 million. Ooh, perfect timing. Get the Browns. Let's go to the Cowboys. Yeah, the trades. They got a linebacker in a corner. Kara Elam from Kyer Elam from the Bills and Kenneth Murray. I want to say Keith Murray, so bad from the Titans. Um, come on now, yo. Come on, man. Okay. So I'm on CBS, right? It
Yeah.
says like it has like the actual position and then the name, right?
Mm.
So they retain wide receiver, kick returner, punt returner, Devontae Turpin, 3 years, 18 million. This is all of them. Yeah.
So they retained the athlete.
Yes. What he do? Yep. All of it. Uh they retain defensive tackle. Osa, I'm not gonna try to mess that name up. Osa, 4 years, 80 million. Defensive tackle. Um, retain the long snapper. You gotta have your long snapper.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have one, that's it. That's game. Mm. Yep. They signed Solomon Thomas, 2 years, $8 million, and they got running back Javante Williams, 1 year, 3 million. That's your starting
Yeah.
running back right there, unless they draft one.
They better start Javante Williams. Javante
Dog.
Williams runs the ball hard.
Yes,
Hard. Like you got to
Carolina
put a
running
view in
back,
it. He
yo.
runs it hard. Like he run that ball like you just took his last piece of chicken out of his bucket.
Yeah, that's Javante Williams, man.
Um,
Cheap too, 1 year,
regarding
3 mil.
hmm,
That's cheap. If I would say one thing, if he gets waived, he's not gonna be on the waivers. No, he's
right.
not gonna clear waivers. Guaranteed.
Yeah, uh, regarding the Miles Garrett signing, sparking the reaction for Micah Parsons. Micah, I get it, but like you said, you have to actually prove your worth in order to get money like that.
And
Now,
just only one of those.
defensively, just team specific, not league specific. Team specific. I also get Micah's frustration because he's pretty much one of the most important pieces on that defense outside of uh
Diggs,
Trayvon Diggs.
yeah.
So I do get some of the frustration. So I will sort of be in Micah Parsons' corner and say, yeah. you know, complain a bit for a raise, but I don't. I definitely do not think he is worthy of getting a contract on the level of Myles Garrett. But I will say yes, he can complain and get a raise. To quote Shannon Sharp, uh, you better have my money, because money out of sight gonna cause a fight. So pay me my bread, before I run upside your head. I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave that at that. However, I don't think it's gonna be on the level of Myles Garrett or even what Max Crosby got. So
No. But there is a Cowboys tax. So it
mm,
may be on there, but you don't, I would give to him. Denver Broncos, next team. Let's see. If I missed something big, let me know. Defensive tackle DJ Jones, 3 years, 39 mil. Evan Ingram, 2 years, 23 mil. You basically got another wide receiver.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, so why does it say retained? Was he traded?
Who?
Evan Ingram. No, he's a free agent, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say he was a free agent from Jacksonville.
Okay, maybe the CBS site just flipped it or something, I guess. Because
Mm.
Stanton wasn't on that team before, right?
He was kind of, and then we let him go.
Okay, they got a flip. Um, Dre Greenlaw. No, he was a free agent too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe they just messed it up. I don't know what they're doing. Greenlaw, fuck it, man. It's your team, man. Let me know what you think. They got it confused.
All great moves from some pieces that we lost. I do like the addition uh of Hufanga, the safety that we got from San Francisco, because boy,
Oh yeah.
as good as Pat Surtain was, again, passes thrown his way, he allowed a quarterback rating that would have actually been lower than if you just threw the ball in the dirt every down. As good as he was basically on an island by himself because we had to cut Mr. Headhunter, Kareem Jackson. We had to get rid of him. He was losing games for us, all the penalties. Um,
Playing
so
like
I'm glad we
Luigi.
do have a good hard nose. I know, right? The NFL blitz. So I'm glad we did get two very hard nosed defensive players, great anchor down type players. So those were the main ones that stuck out to me. Um, the Evan Ingram, yeah, I mean we still had Adam Troutman, so I'll take it at least. I mean I wouldn't mind running a dual tight end set on the goal line
Uh-huh.
and having Evan Ingram as being like a great piece to do it. But the main thing that stuck out to me was those defensive additions. So
Um,
all of this before the draft. How about that?
mhm. Going to the Lions. As wild as like I guess when you get to these other like I guess the playoff teams, there's
Hmm.
like there's stuff there, but then there's not stuff there.
Yeah.
Like they, they signed DJ Reed 3 years for 48 million the corner. Derek Barnes 3 years, 25 and a half for linebacker, and Levy O. I'm not messing that one up. 1 year, 5.5. So they're kind of keeping this. They don't really need to do much.
Right.
I mean, and then the
Couple
Packers,
extra
they
pieces on a couple extra pieces on defense, possibly, in case you
right.
have another season like of what you just had, where half your defense goes down to injury, and
Yeah, it's just depth basically.
yeah,
And then maybe you probably want to pick up a quarterback in the draft just to sit, unless you want to go with the other dude that you picked up before. But other than that, you
yeah,
ain't gotta do nothing. Packers, they didn't really do anything. They except for never mind. Offensive guard Aaron Brooks, 4 years, 77 mil, and corner Nate Hobbs, 4 years, 48 mil. It's just, what do we need? That get it. What else we need? We need that too. Oh yeah, get
they
that too.
they might just be hanging out and looking towards the draft too. That might
Yeah,
just
that's what
be
I'm thinking too. Because they don't have that wide receiver. That's like, all right, throw it to me.
right.
So yeah, and I think Josh Jacobs is still the running back. They don't really need to get another, maybe like some depth, but that's really about it. Um, Now the Texans traded for Christian Kirk and CJ Garner Johnson. Yep, because you don't got no wide receivers except for Nico, and people were throwing on you the whole time anyway.
Wait, that our Diggs
Hmm? I
to
think
the
Diggs was on a
Texans.
1 year. Yeah, yeah. Get that Diggs is a free agent. Um,
Okay. I wow.
yeah. And yeah. For the most part, that's really about it. Edge rusher, Derek Barnett, 1 year, 5 million. They retained him.
Hmm.
Mario Edwards, 2 years, nine and a half, defensive lineman. Um, yeah, I guess more like depth pieces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To the point, Braxton Berrios. Remember him from the
Braxton
Jets?
Berry.
Yep. One
Uh,
year, 2 million. It's more like, okay, yo, we got you, but can't body possibly. Bigger, better deal. All right.
yeah.
Uh, Anything about them?
No, like you had said, I didn't know that. Or yeah, I didn't know that about Stephon Diggs. So
Yeah.
like you had said, adding a couple extra pieces at wide receiver, and like you said earlier, they won their division 2 years in a row.
Yeah, it's
They're
just
already established, and there's not much that they would benefit from going into free agency. So you might as well
I
just
mean,
wait till the draft.
to be real, if like all their wide receivers stay healthy, we'll be talking about it this whole different way.
Hmm.
But they have three number ones, all and two of them went down. No, three of them went down. None of them played at the same time. Maybe
Right.
week one, maybe week
Right.
like week two, and then Nico had a hamstring, and then Diggs and Tank, and then Diggs went down with the ACL or Achilles or something, and then Nico came back, and then Tank Dell went down. It's yeah, they never so it's really kind of hard to tell because if everything was perfect, not perfect, if people were healthy, I don't know, it could be an AFC championship or something. You never
Right.
know. And I also think maybe that's one of those things where Stephon Diggs, not Stephon Diggs, Stroud never really got comfortable
Mm,
because his top.
fair.
Let's think about it. So last year it was Tank and Nico. Cool. All right, now it's Tank, Nico, and Diva Stephon Diggs. All right. All right, now it's Diva Stephon Diggs and then Tank. All right, well then now it's Nico and Tank. All right, now it's just Nico and Noah Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So you never really got that continuity, I think, and chemistry.
yeah.
Jaguars.
Whole bunch of offensive line. I did see all that.
Yo, they picked up Patrick McCarry, 3 years, 37 and a half, offensive lineman. Cornerback Jawan Lewis, 3 years, 30 mil. Safety Eric Murray, 3 years, 22 and a half. They got a brand new center, Robert Heinze, 3 years, 21. They got De'Ami Brown, which I was looking to see where he was going to go. He
Mm,
balled out for the Commandos. So I think De'Ami Brown and Brian Thomas Jr. used to be straight. But yeah, man, they
yeah.
kind of retooled. They didn't reach sign anybody. Anything about the Jaguars?
I'm glad they made some changes because they looked like some dookie cakes and rice last year. Um, like you mentioned earlier, protect your quarterback. I do like these signings as well because it looks like they're leaning towards that direction. Just definitely hope they have a better season next year and a healthy Trevor Lawrence.
Mhm. Ooh, Chiefs retained Trey Smith, franchise tag, offensive guard, and Nick Bolton, 3 years, 45 million. They also gave Hollywood Brown, 1 year, $11 million contract, which makes sense to me.
Hmm.
More like a prove it deal. And let's see if these other people won't get arrested. Something always happens with them young dudes in Kansas City, man.
Right.
And they got an offensive
Mhm.
tackle, Jalen Moore, 2 years, 30 million. And they got Elijah Mitchell as a running back. Uh Christian Fulton, 2 years, 15 million, corner. Yeah, man. It's one of those things where it's like, all right, what's the problem? Offensive lineman, how much money you want? So,
They have definitely been fixing a lot of their problems that they see from the previous season. Yeah, I think you touched on that. Off-field issues with Xavier Worthy, man. What do you think happens there?
nothing, nothing. Here's my thing. It's like, I guess it's more like a growing up thing, man. Hey, man, if people kind of cost you your piece, just fucking leave them. Just leave them.
Right.
So it was like a domestic violence case where apparently I don't know what happened before, but they got into it. His locks got ripped out and stuff like that. And I'm like, fam, what? It shouldn't have got to that point. Just leave, man.
Yeah.
Just leave. You're an NFL player. You can find someone else. Trust me. What do? Athlete. Oh, there's people that work at McDonald's that be juggling two or three people who work in like have high-end corporate jobs. You'll
Yeah.
be fine, yo. Problem is you're like 22, 23, 24, trying to find an aunt. And my
Hmm.
aunt, I don't mean AUNT. I mean I got fix a flat in me. So next, going on to the Raiders. They picked up Geno Smith from the Seahawks. Great for him. Uh they retained Max Crosby, three years, $106.5 million.
Hmm.
Yes.
Which originally made him the highest paid non-quarterback until Miles Garrett got his deal.
Somebody's gonna pay Miles Garrett. Somebody was. They retained their defensive tackle Adam Butler, 3 years, 16 and a half. They signed Jeremy Chin, safety.
Hmm.
Oh my God, 2 years, 16 million. I like that, man. Then they signed an offensive guard, Alex Kappa, 2 years, 11 million.
Like I mentioned last year, and I will actually still say it, considering the quarterback that they picked up. Nothing against Gino, because it's not like Gino is a bad quarterback. It's a very serviceable quarterback, but very experimental team. Uh, there's still going to be pieces here and there to either fix and or pick up, and then kind of mold to be better.
Hmm.
But at least, like I said, from what I mentioned last year and into this year, you already see a lot of important pieces being handled. And yeah, last year's team basically is no more, minus, Max Crosby. So,
Hmm. Next, we got the Chargers. Chargers. They retained Khalil Mack, 1 year, 18 million.
mhm.
Bradley Bozeman, the White Rhino. He can play for the
Nope.
Panthers. Yeah, he's a Bulldogs for sure. Center, 2 years, six and a half. Cornerback Elijah Molden, 3 years, 18.75 mil.
Hmm.
They got Jaden Braid. I didn't know he was on the team. Anyway, so they signed cornerback. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. All right. The Chargers signed, you're gonna love this. Cornerback Dante Jackson, 2 years, 13 million. Dante, shout out to the people in Louisiana. You heard me. Hey man, he
Yeah.
be getting bit on double moves. He's really fast.
Hmm.
He's really fast, but double moves get him all the time. Did you know that Najee Harris is with the Chargers?
Hmm.
It makes me think they're probably not going to draft a running back early.
Well, a, a thing that made me keep up with
Ooh,
it was the fact that they let Gus Edwards go. They didn't re-sign Gus Edwards. So I was like, all right, you're going to need additional help for J.K. Dobbins, and J.K. Dobbins ain't going to do it by
you
himself.
know what? I could see them picking up Amari Hampton from Carolina because Najee Harris deal is only 1 year, 5 million.
Ah,
Yep, we gonna run and then you can't play? That's cool. Huh? All right. The Rams, did you they retain Matthew Stafford, they just restructured his contract. Did you know that Jimmy Garoppolo was already on the team? I didn't. Retained
uh,
1 year, 4.5. That man, how does he keep getting checks?
that's what I was about to say. I was
How
like,
does he
yeah,
keep getting checks, man?
Jimmy Garoppolo. No, how about that?
This dude, man. Devontae Adams, they got him 2 years, 46 mil. I think him and Puka gonna be a nice pair.
Didn't they let? Or no, there might be.
Nah, Cup got released.
That's what it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm Cup got released. I don't know where he's going, but I can see him back in LA for cheap. Defensive tackle for 3 years, $29.6 million. Any comments on the Rams?
They, as I was touching on before with the all the moves that the Cardinals did, and I was like, yeah, the Cardinals could win the division. These moves here make the Rams by far the good standout, and basically compared to the rest of the NFC, talent wise, they only have two threats, and that is the Commandos and the Lions. Talent wise, this roster is they win the West. They win the NFC West. Period.
I think Matthew Stafford's gonna have a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. Next we got ba 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 dum 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 the Miami Dolphins. I don't know what they doing. They retained the linebacker, Terrell Dotson, 2 years, 8.5. They got a DB, Elijah Campbell, 1 year, 1.9. He might be a camp body. I mean, they signed Zach Wilson 1 year,
Zach
6 mil,
yeah.
but they did get an offensive lineman, James Daniels, 3 years, 24 million. That's where they need to put their money in because that quarterback got a trick neck.
I was two is still alive at this point.
I don't know. I think he's on autopilot.
Right. Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Something just
Did
happened.
the Dolphins make it to the
Hmm?
playoffs last year?
No, yeah, no. I don't know. No, yes. Nah, they didn't. Chargers did.
Yeah, AFC West sent three teams. That's right.
Yep. So move on to the Vikings.
Yeah.
Vikings, they retain corner Byron Murphy, 3 years, 66 million. And this they got Aaron Jones, 2 years, 20 million, re-signed with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, 2 years, 20 million. I think this is his last run.
So he
Uh
getting up there.
yeah. And offensive guard, Willis Fries, 5 years, 88 million. Protect your quarterback. You just got a rookie. Um, Jonathan Allen, they
Then
signed
the
him.
question is who's going to be there?
Who, the
Quarterback.
quarterback?
Yeah.
JJ. Sam Darnold can do it. JJ can do it. You just gotta make sure JJ's not running for his life like Sam did when they realized, hey man, this is blitz from this way.
Right.
They said, oh shit. Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle, 3 years, 60 million. They signed him, and defensive tackle Javon Hargrave, big move, big move. 2 years, 30 million.
Mm,
Offensive, well, they have a center, Ryan Kelly, 2 years, 18 million. So yeah, they're all in the trenches, man. Because they got the tight end, they got the wide receivers, I think they got the linebackers,
mm.
trenches, man. Any
Yeah.
thoughts on the
All
Vikings?
I said all fair moves. It made me the Sam Darnold thing was a slight question mark for me, but I mean everything else all fair moves. And like you said, and the system last year already working with Sam Darnold. It's like, yeah, might as well go ahead and try it out with a old young buck.
Yep, a younger Darnold. Well, maybe. I don't know. But Patriots, man, they retained Austin Hooper. They signed Milton Williams. I thought he was going to the Panthers, but man, whatever. We, we
Yeah.
got we got played 4 years, 104 million. Corner Carlton Davis, 3 years, 60 million. Edge rusher Harold Landry, 3 years, 43.5 million. Linebacker Robert Spillane, 3 years, 37 million. Offensive tackle Morgan Moses, 3 years, 24 million. And Matt Collins went to
Matt
the
Collins from
yep.
the Bill.
Yep. Joshua Dobbs back up 2 years, 8 million. You know what that tells me, man? They're trying to get, yeah, if they don't get Travis Hunter in the first four spots,
Hmm.
trade back and get you two wide receivers. Because I see defense, 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 line, 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 defense. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey man. Okay, wait. Are you ready to move on to the Saints?
Yeah. Yeah.
Skip the trades. Hey man, how is Chase Young still getting paid? 3 years, 51 million to do what? To do what?
Let alone still getting paid. He got paid on that level. I don't I don't remember the last time I remember hearing his name after he left Washington. Washington.
Washington. Yep. Man, how, man? Man, next.
Skip trades.
Next. Giants retain Darius Slayton 3 years, 36 mil. Tommy DeVito, 1 year, 1 million. Yep, that is a camp body. Yep. He's like, look, we're trying to, if we could pay you less, we would. But try to make the team, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Paulson Debo, 3 years, 54 million. And
Mm,
Javon Holland, 3 years, 45 million. The corner and safety. They signed them. They got a Chauncey Golston, 3 years, 19 mil.
mm.
So yep, there goes your defense. So yeah. Next. Any thoughts on that one? On the Giants?
Nah, Giants are doo doo butter, so this is gonna be a weird like just full on era of just rebuilding.
I'll be quick. This is the Jets. Justin Fields, 2 years, 40 million. Anything there? Exactly. He ain't gonna be there that long either. The Eagles, nothing really. They
Yeah,
traded for Dorian
but I
Thompson
mean,
Robinson, but that's
mm,
because they don't have pick anymore to back up Hurts. They got a guard from the Texans. They traded for him, Kenyon Green.
yeah.
They re-signed Zach Braun, 3 years, 51 million. Good. That's a linebacker. And they re-signed Saquon. No brainer. Next, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I was about to say them being defending champions.
Yeah,
It's like that.
yeah,
We don't need.
'cause we said it before, like what are they gonna draft? Depth pieces? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, the defense is young. The wide
Hmm.
receivers are young.
So there you
The
go.
running back is Saquon. And their offensive line is the offensive line. So I don't know. It's ain't nothing. Try to run it back. The only thing they
Right.
can change is coaching, but they're not gonna do that. Traded for DK Metcalf to this from the Seahawks, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever because I don't know about you, Mike, but I'm gonna be watching the games not for where the ball is, but where is DK and George Pickens. Did you like you see the meme where it's like somebody threw a flag and it's like, all right, flag gonna play 5 yards. And then it showed it had a picture of Civil War, where it was Captain America and Bucky fighting Iron Man, and it said George Pickens and DK Metcalf and Iron Man, which is a random DB. Yo, no man. No man. Those dudes,
Good
Crash Out
luck.
University? Nah, man. And they may get Aaron Rodgers. That team is going to be dysfunctional. Tomlin may quit. You know what? Yo,
Got to do the classic Mike Tomlin wide eyeballs too when he quit. With I don't know if I can handle this no more, man. Just
yo, if Mike Tomlin has his first losing season, I'm like, yeah, man, why you lose? Look, they are actually fighting other teams. Yo, they're fighting the secondary.
right.
It's 4th and 1 on the goal line. Why are you back there? All right, man.
We said Crash Out University. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Then they got NFL young boy and DK Metcalf, man. Nah. We got 49ers.
49ers are blowing it up.
Yeah, we can skip. Oh, hello. There we go. Hold on. Not my
Uh,
mic out. Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing to see here really. Luke Farrell,
is
3 years, 20 million. Running tight end, my bad. And they got Demarcus Robinson, 2 years, 9.5. Fam, they're going to the draft.
yeah.
They're going straight to the draft. All this is, and it's a whole bunch of we signed for 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, but no money attached to it. Can't body. Seahawks retain Ernest Jones. I'm about to say left back, wrong sport. Linebacker. Uh, 3 years, 33 million. Defensive tackle Jerron Reed, three 3 years, 25 million. And they signed Sam Donald, 3 years,
Sam Darnold.
105 million. And yeah, bridge quarterback. They're gonna get one next year. Get your quarterback now. Oh no, yeah, just have Sam draft a quarterback next year. Have him sit behind Sam. The year after that, have him start. Sam be the backup.
Yep.
Contract done. They did pick up.
Especially considering that talent wise, you're not competing in the division, let alone in the conference. So
Nah, it's just JCN and MBS now. MBS 1 year, 5.5 mil. And they got DeMarcus Lawrence 3 years, 42 million for edge rusher. So that's not bad. Uh, any thoughts on that one?
nope, that's all good.
Time for the Tampa Bay Bucks. They did the most Bucks thing ever. Yeah, we ain't leaving. Godwin, 3 years, 66 million. I think he left 20 million on the table. Yeah, he said, nah, we ain't doing that. And I'm thinking, drug test him right now. Drug test him. Offensive guard, Ben Beardson, 3 years, 22 million. They retained him.
Hmm.
Levante David, 1 year, 10 million. So, I mean, people coming back. I do like the signing of edge rusher Hassan Reddick, 1 year, 14 million.
Hassan Reddick.
Anthony Nelson, 2 years, 10 million. But yeah, not too bad. What you think about those?
You think they you think they are another team that's gonna look towards the draft?
I do. I just don't know for what.
They are in a they are in a weird spot and they talent wise are the best team in their division already.
Yeah,
So
and it's like
yeah.
where would you improve without drastically reaching? You know what I'm saying? So, and this is not a quarterback level draft from what people are saying. So I'm not going to try to replace Baker later.
Yeah.
You just locked up, like unless you get a wide receiver, but eh, you know, so
Yeah.
kind of weird. And the thing is, like, since they're in the NFC South, they're not being tested like the NFC West or the AFC West was like, all right, every single like, there's gonna be 6 games where we know where we sit.
Yeah,
So yeah.
which uh, that's what I meant earlier with the I understand what the Raiders were doing when they got Geno because
Mm-hmm.
the other three teams in your division
Mm-hmm.
already have that quarterback position figured out,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all were out here struggling with Aiden O'Connell, and y'all expect teams to take you serious?
I think the Raiders are kind of waiting it out, and hopefully by the time when they get everything up to speed, Mahomes be old, Herbert will be old. Shit, well, not Bo Nix. Man, he's a rookie, but at least two out of three is like, all right, now we're a powerhouse, or we can do stuff. Let me go ahead and get my quarterback now. So,
Yeah,
um, let's see, Tennessee Titans. I don't care what they got.
they were
Washington
bad.
Commandos.
The only one I could touch on for the Titans is Nick Westbrook Akine. There you go.
Nope, he's not even on the team no more. He signed for another team.
Never mind.
Yep, he gone, man.
Nick Westbrook Agane. How about that?
Yep. They did sign Van Jefferson 1 year, 2.5 million. Might be a camp body, and Xavier Woods 2 year, 10 million.
Mm,
And offensive tackle, offensive guard, but yeah. Commando. Now this is interesting, yo.
mhm.
Debo Samuel. We already talked about that one already.
Yeah.
They did sign for Larry Tunsil, like Larry Me Tunsil. So
Mhm.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Get your left tackle, maybe protect your investment. Retain Bobby Wagner. Retain Marcus Mariota 1 year, 8 million. Not bad for a backup. Zach Ertz 1 year, 6.5. So it looks like they're like, all right, let's go ahead and get our veterans. Y'all got 1 year, but we're gonna retool those positions probably in like the draft. So
Mhm.
they signed Javon Kinlaw, 3 years, 45 million as a offensive tackle. So yeah, they're just retooling basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Which is perfect for um this kind of surprise team that no one saw getting to the level that they did. And they got all the way to the NFC Championship. So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a good next season for them.
Yes, indeed, man. Got anything else to say about this stuff, y'all?
I think I'm good.
Ooh, I guess next time, people. Or yeah, we'll see y'all later.
And know what we say, man. Y'all stay fly. Got dust the
Ooh,
shoulders off on that one. Y'all stay fly and y'all keep on sipping.
ooh. One more thing. OKC is beating Boston 63-60 at halftime. Jason Tatum has 18 points, 7 for 10 from the
Wait,
field,
Jason taking forward? I'm joking.
yeah, 7 from 10 from the field. 7 of those 10 shots were threes. He hit 4 of them. He killed them, bro. Because he gonna fall in love with that stuff and they're gonna lose. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right, people. We out. Deuce.
Peace.